Welcome back, everybody, to the Revitalized podcast. I'm your host, Vital, and today I'm here with a guy that smells like Hollister, but he can rap very, very well. Mr. Smoke Emerson. How you doing today?
Man, not as you, but fucking other than that, aces.
The program doesn't need to know what he said, but we're also joined here with Trav as well. Welcome back, second time on here. He's from episode 1.
Yes,
Sonny cannot make it today. He is away with the flu. Yeah. But how's everybody doing?
Man, good. Glad to be back with the boys.
The boys. Where are you back from? Tell everybody where you're from. George?
I feel like the listenership at this level in the podcast probably all knows me on a first name basis. But no, I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and hang out with you two knuckleheads on a pretty regular basis, but I'm living in Toronto now. Or, I mean, some people close to me in Toronto don't actually qualify it as Toronto, but
Where in Toronto?
Well, I was Mississauga, and then now technically I'm in Etobicoke, but like from where we're...
Etobicoke?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of Etobicoke.
What the fuck
I've
is
heard
that?
of Mississauga, I've heard of Brampton. Then besides that, Etobicoke.
It's like Scarborough. Like it's like a suburb of
Scarborough,
Toronto.
yeah.
But like opposite side. I'm going to sound like a dumbass on here. But like where we're from, like if you're 15 minutes away from something or like 5 kilometers away, like Charleswood to St. Vital, you're still in Winnipeg, right?
Yes.
Not the case in Toronto.
2
like,
hours or something.
No, but even my place in Mississauga, I was like 25 minutes from the CN Tower. But they'd be like, yo, you're not from Toronto. You're a Saga. You're a Saga.
So, Etobicoke, what kind of area would you relate that to, like in Winnipeg? Or is it just not even relatable? Is it like St. Vital, or is it like a Transcona?
It varies, man. It's a lot of it is like
Hope it's not like Transcona.
well, it's so dense in Toronto, so like a lot of it is like honestly like a St. James vibe, but you're just like or River Heights maybe. I don't know.
Just nicer.
Yeah, well, Etobicoke can be a little bit I guess like industrial to a certain degree.
Kind of looks like the airport area.
Yeah, absolutely.
I heard Toronto is just going to the shit in like crime. And like riding TTC. Specifically riding TTC. Is it
since I got there.
You don't ride TTC or what?
Well, I'm a hood man, so since I got there, then you know
That's when it all went downhill.
Yeah, bro.
And all I ever hear about Toronto is like, oh, if you ride TTC, you're gonna get stabbed for sure, and like no one ever pays for it, and like I don't know.
I think that's probably pretty on point.
I feel like public transportation you shouldn't have to pay for.
I'm still whipping the Equinox with no power steering and no power and no brakes, so maybe I'm TTC bound pretty soon. But that thing lost its full power steering like over 8 months ago, and I was like, for about
Still
6 weeks
it.
straight, I'm like, I just gotta get to the end of this week. And then the thing didn't break out, and I was like, bro, I think we might just be good. Like, I was like, if my shoulders haven't given out by now, then like they're not gonna. So I might as well keep driving this thing.
Save that money, yeah.
Bro, I'm like 3 bills a month or like separated shoulders, and I'm like, I'm taking separated shoulders.
That's honestly
All
fair
day.
play. Yeah, when I have a problem with my car, I definitely procrastinate that shit too.
Not like Trav's on top of that.
Yeah. No,
No, my
exactly.
car's been making this squeaking noise for like 5 months.
Bro, the fact that your car still drives is
That's crazy.
insane.
It's probably just
it's a
like,
testament
kill
to
me.
civics everywhere.
Put me down.
It's like that car's been through fucking 3 different lifetimes, man. It's just
That
was
fucked,
more
man.
than all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, man, that thing's got a whole fucking personality, man.
That was here long before I was here, and it'll be here after I'm gone.
I don't know about
Like,
that. It's got like years.
Don't
left in
speak
it,
down on
Max.
this. That is a testament to Honda engineering.
Seriously though.
Man, I feel like every single rapper's car at the when you're at like a beginning point, it's just absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
It's gotta
Bro,
be.
Louis, shout out Louis. On my birthday, about like 6 years ago now. Jeez, that's a tough go. I was obviously getting fucked up, and so he's like, okay, bro, like I'll have a couple and I'll like DD you around. And I was like, okay, bro, because he was driving a fire truck, so I'm like, I could definitely trust this man behind the wheel of my car. Not because it was like a good car, but because there's like like, you know, if you have like brand new brakes and then like it's like very like touchy, like sensitive brakes, and then, you know, as the brakes wear down, there's a little more give, and then there's like all the way to the floor. Mine was like a month past that. Like it was like all the way to the floor and then start pushing, and then the brakes will like start to engage.
That's crazy.
So I just remember like him, because I don't, for whatever reason, I can just put up with whatever when I'm driving my car, but it's another thing like showing it to your homie, like that. I'll never forget him driving that car and being like, bro, what are you
crash
doing?
it?
No, he did excellent. Like my birthday is mid-January out here. It was, of course, I got the all seasons on. Mm-hmm. Bro, speaking of like winter in that car, coming down Ness, just off here, I remember on my way to work, shout out Joey. Yeah, rough days.
What the fuck?
But I would literally, in this whip with no brakes, I would look like a block ahead at the pedestrian like counter, and I'd be like, okay, 10 seconds, like I'll probably have to start braking now. You know, like if I'm gonna stop at the yellow, like all season slippery, like.
Holy fuck.
Bro, it's so nice. Not that I've done a lot of podcasts, I've done one other podcast. I'm not going to say who it was with because you both know. Well, actually, that person who hosts the podcast is a good guy. But I was on there with.
Who was it? Drop the name.
I know who it was, 100%.
Yeah, he's a good dude. There's nothing wrong with his performance on the podcast, but it was the guy who used to manage me.
Who was it? Drop the name.
And
we need the name drop on this podcast.
Also a good guy. Like, also a good guy. It was just a wild time. Like, no disrespect to him at all. But it's just so funny because it was more of like, and it was like, yo, so flamenco sketch, like, how did you come about this name? And it's just so much funnier, like, doing it with you guys because we're just like, yo, so yaked right now? Like,
we're not, we're just talking.
No, it's way better.
I think
that's what I was saying. I appreciate that.
Man, we did a little bit of a like interview style with Andy, and like you just made him uncomfortable, I think. So we were just like, fuck it. And then when we got into other shit, it got way better.
Well, it'd be wild for you two to interview me because you know everything about me.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know. Yeah, I guess.
Shout out Andy, dude. I fucking love that guy.
Hey, Andy's song comes out in like 4 days.
No way.
Yeah, we made him a song.
You better get publishing on that bitch.
Oh, I mean, yeah. We already told the story. Yeah, basically, we locked Andy in the studio and we're like, okay, now get to fucking work. He used one of my beats. Trav recorded him, and then we got a song up. Made him get his distro kit up, and now he's got a song dropping on Friday. By the time this podcast is out, it's probably out. Yeah. I mean, I'll put the link in the bio to Andy's song too. That's fucking dope. That shit's dope.
And he can really rap, man.
And you can really rap.
Yeah, he's dope as fuck. Good guy. Good guy. Works hard. Loves the game. Sweats. I don't know. Sweatpants. Sweatpants.
He does sweat.
Reebok sweatpants. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this.
So, George, when did you start rapping? Give me the very first. When was it? How old were you when you wrote your first rap song?
I remember I was like, I think it was my last.
I honestly
year.
don't know this. Let me cut you off real quick. I don't know. I don't know this.
It was my last year of junior hockey, and I had too many concussions, so I couldn't play anymore. And I was living in this like, I was not good enough to have like glamorous accommodations through my junior hockey career. So like, small town in Ontario. And I was living alone. I was living with the captain of the team. For some reason, they let us fucking like.
How old are you?
I was 19. He was 18, I think. Okay. And like, I'm not kidding. Like the entire like, I think rent was like $4 a month, like total, and it really showed. Like the price matched the quality of the apartment. Like from, I mean, where the camera is to like the window. Like that was the size of the apartment, including like the bedroom. My room was the living room / futon / dining room, and then there was like a kitchen. Like it was so tiny.
That's crazy.
So like I wasn't going to practice and I wasn't playing because I don't know, I had too many conks, I guess.
Yeah.
You're straight conked up, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah. Fuck. Holy fuck, man. That's fucking crazy, man.
And you're like,
He's straight conked up, bro, man. Like,
Fucking
yeah.
so you didn't think when you were concussed, you didn't think, like, I know what it feels like.
No, that never crossed my mind.
I know what it's like to get concussed. I've been concussed, but I don't know what too many concussions feels like. You thought that, like, making music and, like, doing all that would be easy even if you were too concussed, or?
I was having like because it kind of snuck up on me because like how I guess came up, which is I'm sure is super similar to like anybody who like played hockey in Winnipeg or like competitors. I don't know. I know a lot of fucking people with similar experiences. It was more just like don't complain, don't do anything like that. And so by the time like I like saw a doctor about the concussions because it was like bad, they were like, oh, buddy, like, you should have come in here, like, fucking 6 months ago. Like, they're like, It's too late now. And then because junior hockey is, like, I guess has to go in accordance with Hockey Canada, they have to listen to, like, medical, because I'm still, like, it's, like, junior. It's not professional. Yeah. So when the doctor gives you a no-go, like, because of Hockey Canada, like, I can't play. You know what I mean? It's like I wanted to, but I couldn't.
Oh, and that's good. You shouldn't be able to, honestly. In all realism, you should not be able to.
That's crazy. Man.
But so anyways.
I don't know how you feel about it, but in my personal opinion.
No, I mean, it was ending up being a good thing. I was having a rough go. And then, so I had thought about, like, doing music for a long time. And then it was just one of those things, like, because I loved music so much that I was like, bro, if I'm bad at this, like, it would just ruin it for me. So I was really hesitant to start because I only wanted to do this if I was going to be, like, sick at it. And then so I remember I was, speaking of shitty cars, I was whipping the Nissan Pathfinder that I think was a 95, bright red. And I went down and I got, like, a couple notebooks and a pen, and that was, like, my first, like, step. And then I love how a pen was included in that shopping list. But yeah, so I started.
So you're 19 at the time.
Yeah, so I started messing around writing, and then it was pretty brutal. I think I was writing.
Everyone starts brutal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I would love to find those. I think they're kicking around somewhere. And then from there, I just kept writing for a while. And when I got back for the summer, I was helping out with my dad's warehouse, and so I had the keys to the warehouse. So like late at night, I would go and pull up with like a speaker and my notebooks, and I would just like find instrumentals to shit.
That's dope.
And just write till like 4 a.m. and do like little voice memos.
Word.
And then so I did a bunch of voice memos and filled up a couple notebooks, and then eventually I was like, okay, this is like okay. And I think at some point, I think it was like November 2016, I'm pretty sure, I sent it to a really good friend of mine out in BC, and they sent back like, oh, this is really good. I think it was over J. Cole, Nothing Lasts Forever, something like that. I sent her like a verse over a voice memo, and they sent back that it was really good. Shout out Emma. She's still a good friend of mine.
That's awesome.
And that like, then I started kind of showing people. I would do like the classic, like I would throw it on in the car and I wouldn't tell people it was me. And they'd be like, sometimes they'd be like, oh yeah, this is really good. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, this is good. And I'd be like,
well, let me tell you something.
That's funny.
But yeah, and I just kept going.
That's super dope.
Yeah, that's amazing. Quick question. So you basically got hit too many times in the head, so then you started rapping. Do you think if you got hit in the head a few more times, you'd go back and be in the show?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, or was that done?
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't. I think if you got hit a couple more times in the head, it wouldn't be a good thing. So. Yes, that's
you might be right. You might be onto something.
I think I'm on something with that one. Sorry,
the question I want to ask is about hockey and concussions as well. Do you feel like, as a kid in that situation, you should have been able to been like, no, I want to play hockey, and you guys can't tell me whether or not I can or not? Or do you think it's a good thing that...
It was a good thing. Yeah, it was a good thing. I was also having like a rough go with hockey. Like, I don't know, I loved, like, I don't know, it was...
The whole culture, like, if you're on the good side of the culture, it's super dope. There is a bad side of the culture as well, but the good side of the culture is super dope.
I was going to ask that. What do you think about the hockey culture?
Oh Jesus.
You don't. We don't have to put this in if you don't want to.
No,
but
it's all good. I think. I mean, there are obviously like a lot of douchebag hockey players. Like that's a fact. Like I'm a nice douchebag. Like I'm not like that kind of douchebag.
I always said the hazing things was super weird. Some of the hazing
We never ran
shit
into
that they
like,
did, like,
bro. But like also like yes, like hazing's fucked up. But like
in any sport, yeah.
any like rookie shit we all did was always like in like fun. You know what I mean? Like it like made you feel closer to your vet, and like it was like a good time. At least from my experience, like typically I never saw any like fucked up hazing shit, but
You hear about it.
yeah, I heard about one team. I mean, yeah, okay, I won't even front. Yeah, like fucked up hazing shit is fucked up, but like no one outside of that like looks at those guys and thinks like, oh yeah, these guys are sick. And like anybody who is privy to that, typically, at least in my experience, is always like, yo, what are these weirdos fucking doing?
Yeah,
like, tying a water bottle. Okay, fucking
Yeah, they're dragging like tying their nutsack to fucking shit and making
Elephant
them, like,
race.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like
that's weird to everybody. That is
super
like a
weird.
small
If you
subset
did that
of
anywhere.
guys. Like that's like the fucking kids in at like prep schools who shove broomsticks up each other's ass. It's like,
Yo, that's
bro, like
crazy,
that's not
yeah.
like
Yeah.
a normal thing. Like
that was in 13 Reasons Why. Did you guys ever see that show?
oh no, but I know about the guy that one of the writers.
I didn't hear about the
Yeah,
writer.
he had a crazy story. There's that movie Beautiful Boy about him.
Oh, is that about him?
Yeah, it's
Holy
about
shit.
one of the writers of 13 Reasons Why. I've never seen the show
I didn't
though.
know about that.
I heard it's hella sad and
It's very sad, but then one of the scenes specifically, you can probably cut this out. We're talking about Michael Jackson one time, and it was just every third word.
Have you watched that fucking Netflix documentary about like him and like Macaulay Culkin? And
No.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Mike.
Yeah, it's
let's
not
talk about
very
MJ
good,
again.
but good
Let's
enough.
make this a reoccurring thing.
yeah. No, it's not very good, but go for it.
What's going on with MJ and Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah.
Weed, is it?
No, it's nicotine, bro. But what's going on with fucking MJ and Macaulay Culkin? What you saying about this? I heard that you and Macaulay were
Jesus,
tight.
give me a hard-hitting question. Like,
Yeah. What's going on with that?
I don't fucking know. I think didn't.
It is pretty crazy, yeah.
You think
It's pretty
that some shit was going down between them two?
Bro, I don't know, man. I know. I don't fucking know, dog. I know people are gonna come for me one way or the other on that one. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Oh
But-
God, man. Okay.
I think, like, to me, like when growing up, like, you always because we grew up like mid 2000s, which was like the end of MJ's like.
He's being villainized.
We didn't
Like-
grow up like when
Yeah.
he was like the king of pop. I mean, he was always the king of pop, but like when it was like, you know, people come within 100 yards of him and faint, you know, like we didn't understand what that was like.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, when I was growing up, like on the playground and shit, like or like middle school, you just hear like, yeah, the guy's kind of a creep, right? Like,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So I just kind of operated under that assumption, and then when I got older, there's like a camp that like defends him so vehemently and like so like passionately, and they're like, no, this guy's the GOAT. And I think musically, like it's kind of hard to argue that as well, but like
100%.
But then obviously there's like the other half of people that are, and I think I don't know
Can I
what
ask you
to
guys a
make
question?
of it. It seems like he probably did some fuck up shit, but like
What do you think about the concept of him being too powerful in the music industry? And I'm not saying this is that I believe in it, but it's a concept that I've heard. Him being so powerful in the music industry, because he owned like half of Sony's music catalog, that the powers that be took him down.
wasn't it his like his pops like pulling the strings on all that stuff? I could be
I don't
totally
know.
off base.
I think in the very beginning, but I don't think by the
he
very
was
end.
such a
Like,
every like interview from him, he's such like a soft spoken like childlike person.
he is a child in his brain 100%. Like he never, I don't think he ever aged out of being a child.
To be honest, I just don't know much about it. Like, you know, it's the whole thing top to bottom is wild. I do think like any like pop star at that level, like, I mean, I don't think anybody's really ever been at Michael Jackson's level of like popularity. But like you take like a Justin Bieber, like anybody like that, even
Drake or something.
yeah, Taylor, but like
you imagine
pop,
if-
you know, like, and at a young age or like growing up in that, like you're just not designed to handle that level of fame. It just can't be good for you. Like it's
Can you
gonna
imagine
fuck you up in some
10
way.
years if someone was just like, if everyone was just like, yeah, Drake, Like everyone is saying that. That's pretty much what it would be like. That's
low key, you might be like. I understand the principle of what you're saying right now. Like,
oh goodness. Do you think that? Do you think the aliens made the pyramids?
Bro, to this day, people don't understand how the pyramids were made.
I know, bro.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It does. And how they're all fucking lined up. We always talk about this.
Literally, I think there's. I mean, again, I'm like paraphrasing a fucking YouTube documentary that I watched 5 years ago, baked. But like, I think isn't it something like I remember hearing on like a podcast or something, probably like Joe Rogan or some shit. But like, even today, they cannot match that level of precision. Like it's like to the
I think
fucking,
they could
like, millimeter.
They could, but it would be so difficult that it would be like back then it would not be possible. If we could hardly do it today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially because it looks all jagged and shit now, but the pyramids before, they were just like seamless, beautiful structures. Like they didn't look all fucking fucked up and jagged and shit like that. Like, and all the stones, they came from like miles and miles away. They weren't just like it was right next to the pyramid. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's absolutely unreal.
I could probably do it.
Yeah,
give me like a year.
Man, especially like what's some of their longitude and latitude as well, right? They're in like perfect.
They're all
like,
lined up.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Yeah, it's. Do
you believe in aliens, George, or no?
Do you believe in miracles?
I believe I could fly.
That's good.
I believe I can.
I'll talk about R. Kelly and Michael Jackson in the same podcast.
Oh
That's
god,
wild.
I think we did talk a bit about R. Kelly at one time too.
He can fucking no controversy on that. let that guy go. He's
yeah. No,
you
exactly.
think so? How about Bill Cosby?
Bruh. All these guys are bad. Assaulting people, bad.
Yeah, I don't know about none of that. Let's do. We're gonna have some fun though. We're gonna do a draft here between you two, and essentially we're gonna start off with the first draft. You guys are gonna get 3 picks each. Trav is gonna get the first overall pick.
Don't let it be MJ R. Kelly.
No. We're not gonna. It's not gonna be a draft of pedophile.
You're pedophile.
Yo.
Like, bro.
I cut.
But no. The topic of this draft here is going to be fast food places.
Ooh, good one. Right.
So I know you're not a big fast food, Travis. You're a chef yourself in your own way. So
yeah, I'll think of some good shit.
Okay.
You got first overall. You better think quick.
Yeah.
5 minutes on the clock.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
Can I say a specific time period of a certain restaurant, or does it have to be right now?
I think if you can elaborate on your pick.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. You don't need to like confine it to. If you'd be like, oh, yo,
like say, it's the 90s, it's the 07 Heat or something. Could I say that? If I was,
no.
I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking
no fast food places that have seasons.
Okay.
They don't have seasons.
I'm saying it.
And fucking April, they start heating up and like, yeah, it's fucking playoffs right now.
Let me speak.
God.
When Mary Brown's first opened up, that is the Mary Brown's that I'm picking, not this shit that's going on right now.
No, there you hear
Mary Brown's from 7 years ago. That's what I meant.
There we go. Yeah, number one.
Yeah,
Places evolve. Would you pick Subway right now over Subway 10 years ago? No, Subway 10 years ago was the Heat in 07. I don't even know how good the Heat were in 07.
Pretty good, I think.
I don't really know.
Subway's trash. Sorry, but
Subway has declined. I think this is like better.
Let me clarify my answer. Mary Brown's when it first came out.
All right, now George, you're up second overall pick.
Damn.
Fast food.
Are we just doing Canada?
No, man, any fast food.
Fuck.
Clock's ticking.
I know. I'm trying to think here. Like, part of me wants to say Wendy's so bad, but I think that's kind of a whack pick. I do fuck with Wendy's though. Let me keep it in the fried chicken. I'm gonna go Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I won't lie, I never had Chick-fil-A. Roast me.
Lives up to the hype. Well, it wasn't in Canada, right? For
It's in Toronto now, isn't it?
I've never had Chick-fil-A. I don't know.
It's good.
I don't know nothing about it. I know something about
We're
the
honestly
sauce. But
starved for like classic, because I've only been to the States a few times and like had good fast food. Like
Golden Corral. You ever been there?
no, isn't that like the all you can eat place?
Nah, it's not even fast food. It's a buffet.
Like Cheesecake Factory. Like Cheesecake Factory is wild. That menu is like 58
So good.
pages. What are like the classic ones? It's like In-N-Out.
Jack
Bro,
Astor's.
man, we're in the middle of a draft. Start giving out the
I've
ideas.
never been there to those places though.
I
That's
don't
why
know.
I can't comment.
Oh yeah, me neither. I've never been in none of that shit. Like straight up.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'm. Chick-fil-A is like a cop-out answer. I just couldn't go Wendy's. Anyways, you.
Okay.
Oh, Austin's up.
Oh no, I ain't partaking in this. It's just between you two
wait,
here.
I'm up.
Yeah, third overall pick, bro. It ain't that deep, bro. It's fast food.
It's that deep, bro. Though, like,
Yeah.
I think
KFC. When they had the double down.
I can't abide by that.
Bro's got 2 chicken places.
Yeah.
Bro loves his chicken, man.
I do love fried chicken.
As if
that's
you're doing
fair.
Chicken Delight so dirty right now.
You know what my next pick is?
God damn. Your second pick, fourth overall.
I'm just gonna go Wendy's just for the straight nostalgia. Wendy's is.
I'm avoiding-
I think you should have took it first overall. To be honest with you, I think it's.
I honestly regretted Chicken.
I'm avoiding like just the generic. Like I'm not because let me be clear here. I don't like.
You're just
so
sticking to chicken.
I wouldn't pick McDonald's, and maybe I'd lose a Stanley Cup every year because I wouldn't pick McDonald's. McDonald's is fucking coming in, but no. I wouldn't pick McDonald's. I would. I'm picking my next one right now.
Yep.
A&W.
There you go.
That's a solid pick.
Oh.
This is pretty Canadian filtered, but I'm gonna do. I might have to do McDick's. I'm trying. I feel like there's just like it's classic. Like when you get asked about something, like you can't think of, like you know what I mean. When you get put on the spot, like all your good answers like go right out the window, and then you walk out the door and you're like, oh, fuck, I should have taken like.
It's
Whatever.
when you get in a fight with someone and then you like realize the answer later. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, I should have said that.
I can't do McDick's.
No.
Fuck it, I'm doing McDick's. Again, it's helped me to McDick's breakfast though. It's come in clutch for me so many times.
You know the breakfast burritos, they're nice with the little salsa packs.
I used to be like high school or like just after high school, come home from a party at like you know when you like
6
kind
a.m.
of exactly like kind of crash there but like not really, and then like
Their parents waking up. You guys gotta leave now.
I would hit the drive through at like 6 a.m. I get 2 sausage McGriddles and then like an extra large iced coffee, and I swear to God I was ready to take on the world. I was also probably like 19, so I could metabolize alcohol a lot better. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much indestructible with that.
So yeah, you picking that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a great pick, honestly. Great pick. I like Georgia's team a little bit more.
What did you go for? Oh, A&W
I'm not
was
going
your,
to win, baby. I'm going for culture.
That's fair. That's fair.
Win.
A&W is, I think, your best pick.
I think Mary Brown's when it first opened is my best pick.
Mary Brown's is super solid. Have you seen like a large decline in Mary Brown's?
Oh, bro, I talk about it every time I go there.
Bro, it's probably like my number one concern.
I'm not even kidding you. When I went to Mary Brown's the very first time, bro,
Yeah, it was.
I was like, this is fucking fried chicken.
Yeah.
This is Louisiana fucking fried chicken. You can taste the pickle in the breading and shit like that. You can taste the dill pickle in the breading. And then they put the fucking slice of dill pickle in the burger as well. That's classic Louisiana shit. And when I went there last time, fucking terrible. This fucking, first off, as soon as I ordered my burger, I just see this dude walk up to the freezer, open up the freezer, grab this little puck, and I was like, oh, I already knew in my fucking head. I was like, this is gonna be fucking terrible. Yeah, at least put it where I can't
Don't make
see
me
it.
watch this. I just paid you. Like,
But no, they've been tripping. I was gonna call there and be like, you guys need help? You guys need me to come down and show you how to fry chicken and shit
bro,
like that?
my dad on some just like hyper white guy shit. I mean, I love my dad, but like, I think he did that at a Five Guys. Like he wrote a complaint in, and then because my sister vouched for him. Apparently, like they had been. This was when he was driving her to like, I don't know, like some kind of sporting. Like when she was younger, he would just drive her there like once a week on the way home from something, and they go for like a milkshake and fries, and it was like this nice like little treat for them. It was kind of like a ritual. And apparently one day they were like the service just started to like steadily decline at this like same Five Guys, and then like one day it was like, yo, let me get like a milkshake and fries, and they were there for like 35 minutes.
Crazy,
Like it was nuts. And so eventually he was just like, I think he wrote in, and then take this in, like the guys got back to him, like upper management at Five Guys like got back to him and were like, thank you so much for writing in, sir. Here's a gift card. We've relieved this staff member of duty. Like,
holy shit!
We reviewed the tapes.
Bro, you got him fired.
They
oh my
removed
god!
the dates.
They reviewed the tapes. I mean, that was probably fucking up. Like,
God damn.
No, but
it was a good
to be
story.
honest, no, I will be honest. There can't be like a level of like some people think you should just go to a job and you can just
mail it in. Yeah.
fucking walk around and do shit. It's like no, that's someone's business. Like it doesn't matter if it's fucking like maybe if I'm not gonna show up to Walmart and be like, let me bust my fucking ass right now. But it is someone's business, and like if you ain't doing the job man, if I had a business, which I'm gonna have multiple businesses if 100%. If someone's not doing their job, why would I want to keep that person around?
And especially now, like there's such an entitlement for employment.
I deserve this money,
bro. Like working in a number, and I think especially with both of us, like our kind of hospitality background, like you do see like there's a new
people
hire
just
every once in a while that will just mail it in so hard. Like I'm all for like, you know, you're hungover.
Yeah.
You know, you need
Chill
or you're
out.
having a bad day. Like,
Chill
you know,
out,
take a break here and there. You don't need to be superstar all the time. If that's not your bag, that's cool. But like these people there's one in every couple people who will just absolutely, I'm like, bro, like a little bit of effort would be sick. Yeah.
And it's like, if you're not going into work and giving it your full effort, I wouldn't even say your full effort, but at least some effort, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Because now you're spending 8 hours of your day just fucking around or doing what? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
what used to get me is like, I would have the same people complain about like being busy all the time. I'm like, bro, you work in a busy restaurant. Like, what did you think this was going to be? Like, you know, the more people you serve, the more money you make, right? Like, why do you even want to be like, bro?
Why are you upset?
There are chiller jobs. Like, go work there.
Go work in an office. Go work in a fucking call lab or something like that. Like,
or literally anywhere else. They're like, oh man, more people. I'm like, bro, like
that's the name of the game.
Work in hospitality. Like,
we will shut down if more people don't keep walking in.
Yeah, it's a good thing when it's busy. Hundo P.
Bro, working in bars over COVID, that was a wild time.
That'd be weird.
Feels like a fever dream now.
Yeah. I didn't work in any restaurant during COVID, so I never experienced it.
Yeah, you were full time. Bro, you saved my ass during COVID, fuck. That was when we became boys. Started recording. Actually, that's when we all started becoming boys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just
yeah,
walking in.
the 3411 was a magical studio.
R.I.P.
Magical studio.
Bro, that was a ton of space, actually, too.
It was a lot of space. It was 1,600 square feet. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what the fuck that
I don't know. That seems like a lot of squares.
Is 1 square foot just like fucking you
square.
4 square?
1 foot by 1 foot.
That's it.
So 1 square
It's
foot.
exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot of square feet, man.
There's no way there was
Man.
1,600 square feet in that building.
Man, how
Well,
many?
like 1,600 would be like 100 feet by 16. That's 1,600 square feet.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of squares, bro. There's a lot of squares in the world, too. Like, man, they get under my skin sometimes.
Yeah. Bro, it's hip to be square.
Hip to be square. One type of people that really get under my skin are motherfucking tow truck drivers. This is like my 17th time getting towed. I'm sick of it. I'm done with y'all. And stop fucking towing my car. Bitches. I'm actually pissed about that.
Official letter to Winnipeg.
Yeah. Free Vi.
Yeah, man.
Free Vi 2024.
Man, the amount of money I've spent on fucking tows, bro.
Yeah, that is always a bitch.
How much money do you think it actually is? $5,000?
Actually, probably that's around that for sure.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely nuts. It's fucked up. Could have fucking fed the whole neighborhood instead, but yeah.
Man, parking's getting out of control. Even in Winnipeg. Remember when it was like $1 an hour downtown?
That's like $6 an hour sometimes or something. No, not that bad.
I was like, where are you parking, bro?
No, in Toronto it's like pretty bad, but
yeah, Toronto, there's just like a lot of spaces that are just no problem. I'm like, bro, somebody gotta be parking somewhere here. Like, yeah, they take that shit too serious.
Oh man, I fucking hate parking, bro. Pisses me off. One time I was basically just going through the McDonald's drive-thru, and decided that, I wanted to eat this right now. Like RN. Go and I like pull over to the side, but I'm on like I'm like parked facing the wrong way. But I'm literally car still running. Just have my thing closed, and I'm just eating a Big Mac, and all of a sudden one of those like city of Winnipeg vans like stop, and I just see a flash, and then they keep on driving. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then I get a fucking ticket in the mail for parking the wrong way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I'm in the picture, bro, eating a fucking Big Mac. Yeah.
You gotta fight
Yeah. I bet
That's
this
crazy.
was years ago.
I didn't even know
paid it.
that's what they did.
Man.
Those
Yeah,
guys. I did
yeah.
not know they could do
It
that.
was
That's
wild.
crazy.
I was like, holy shit, man.
I've gone 10 rounds with parking people before. I was like, whenever I did summer school, I did like summer sessions at U of M after a season one time. And I guess you can do May, June, and July, August. So there's 2 sessions. So you can buy parking for the first session or the second session, or you can buy for both. And basically, like, I had an exam that was technically past the end of the first session, but I wasn't doing the second session. Anyway, so I was parked at the school for like this like no man's land date. Like it wasn't a part of the first session, it wasn't a part of the second session. It was like, I don't know. And I went literally 10 rounds with this lady, like going in logic loops with her, like explaining to her why it wouldn't have made sense for me to get a ticket. She's like, no. You need to have bought something because it's for the students. And I'm like, but there's no sessions this week because that's why it wasn't accounted for by my parking. And finally, like after breaking it down like 8 times, she's like, wait, I think you're right. And I was like, yes, bitch. Now give me my $200 back.
It was $200.
I don't know what it was. It was probably not that bad. But I was just like, yo, I'm not having it. Like, I'm not doing it. Because I pay, if I had been like skimping parking all session, then, you get hit with the parking ticket. You're like, okay, let me take my lumps.
Yeah.
But when I actually fronted like the however many $100 for parking all session, I was like, no.
And you still get burned.
Not me. Yeah. Not today.
Not today. I gotta go to the washroom. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Not fucking today, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry you got towed, bro.
Yeah, it's a rough go, man. It's a rough go. The fucking, I was already saying this before, but the smell of that mushroom plant was the worst, too. Mushroom factory. It's on Archibald or some shit. It's like by St. Boniface. Yeah, I didn't get towed to the one on Higgins. I went to the one on Higgins first. That's where I thought it was. They're like, it's actually at this address. I'm like, oh, fuck. Luckily, my coworkers. Yeah, man. Tartan towing.
Shout out the boys, man.
Me and you got beef, bro.
Straight up.
We got beef, and you're actually really nice about it, but still, it's like I feel my car is targeted. They're just like, no. They're like, man, we told this guy 20 times already. That's fucking.
At one point, you would
make
think
it
they would
21.
cut you some slack. They'd be like, this guy.
Yeah, man. That bro.
VW?
You think I'd be like a fucking VIP member there? And they'd like, I'd get like benefits.
First name basis.
Yeah, honestly. I'm like, all right, this was your 10th tow. You get a free massage. That'd be kind of nice, but
keeping their business afloat, man.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that apparently. Unfortunately, I was gonna ask this. Do you? Because I haven't asked either of you guys this. I actually don't even know. Maybe I have, but when was the first time you smoked weed?
I was a late bloomer. 18, I think.
Damn, that's late.
I was like hanging around a lot of people that would smoke weed, and I was just like, I couldn't wrap my mind around it.
You're like, no, I ain't. That shit's illegal, man. I ain't fucking.
It wasn't even that it was illegal. I was just like, bro, like I don't
change my whole life. This is a gateway drug.
Yeah,
I'll do meth a week later.
I mean, low key.
No, if you're being honest, yeah.
But yeah, I think I was 18 out of an apple. I think was the very first time.
Deadly, bro.
That's dope.
Ever
it's
sick,
deadly,
bro.
man.
Where were you?
It's dope.
I got a hockey rink or something. I feel like
it was with my billets. Shout out Chisel, man.
Chisel.
Well, honestly, the bro.
Shout out Chisel.
Just one of the best guys I've ever met.
Shout out Chisel, man. Thunder Bay. Fuck,
His last name's Chisel. Yeah.
Fucking Chisel, bro.
He's the man. We and then we proceeded to get we were because I wasn't drinking a ton at the time, and we would get any chance we got, we would just hide out in the car and just smoke the littlest bit of weed, and then just go muck cereal.
Yeah, man,
We
it's
were
a vibe,
billeting
bro.
with like 3 other guys and like and a
What's
family.
billet?
Yeah, because I was living with the family where in the town I was playing in, so they billeted me.
What the fuck's a billet?
Like your billet parents. Like if you hosted some like
The
person
ballet.
here. What?
Ballet.
Nah, like
Like
billet.
I've never heard
Oh,
of that.
If my
Like-
family like put up a hockey player and let them live with me, I would be billeting that hockey player.
So what's his name? Bill?
They get tax breaks or something?
Oh, okay, I'm really confused on
What's his
this.
name? Fucking
Bill
her
Cosby.
name- It was Mary and somebody else. Not Bill Cosby. Damn. Snuck that past me. But yeah, we were just muck cereal.
Yeah,
What kind of
that's
cereal?
a vibe.
Fruit Loops, I think a lot of it. Yeah.
Trav, what about you? First time smoking weed?
Like 11?
First time, no. First time drinking, I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Holy
same.
fuck,
Same.
man.
I think 12 was
Yeah.
my first.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that too. What the fuck? Why were you drinking so early, kid? Like, what the fuck?
Are we doing? Am I answering
Yeah.
the smoking weed question first? Or
Just
the-
whatever.
we good?
Fucking why you fucking drinking to that early too?
So I had this. I was at this trailer park in the summer times and shit
Oh,
like that. We'd just
bro.
be mobbing and shit. And me and this one dude were like the same age. It was Kalen. Shout out Kalen Hummel. And we'd always be doing our thing, and then there'd be the older dudes, older people, a bunch of older people and shit like that. And then we'd be hanging around them, and then they'd be drinking. So then all of a sudden we'd start drinking. And so like we're like 11. We're like 11.
we're gonna get
chilling.
these kids fucked up.
That's
right
honestly
now.
kind of what it was, which is kind of, I would never do that.
Yeah.
As like an 18-year-old, I would never be giving 11-year-olds alcohol. I would,
That's
Yeah, that is
wild,
pretty
bro.
fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's some
Like,
shit that would
this
happen
guy
at the
looks
trailer
sick.
park.
Like, Trav probably had like the beginnings of a sleeve, like that he did himself
yeah.
from like for roll-ups and shit. He's like
Yeah.
got some like clip-on studs.
Yeah,
Like,
try.
yeah.
this kid's
first couple times I drank, I just like stole beer from my dad type
Yeah.
shit. Like it was like Stone Cold and Lucky, all the good stuff. And then
fucking Stone Cold, jeez.
and then probably the third time I got drunk, they all fed me vodka. And man, I remember the third time I was drunk, I was like 11 years old, straight up couldn't even stand. I was like stumbling everywhere. I was like, what the
No shit, bro.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That is
But then I
deadly.
didn't smoke weed until I was like 16. Because
Oh,
I thought,
word? What?
I thought that was a bad influence. I was like, if he
At
smoked,
Oak Park, you didn't smoke weed till you were 16? That's crazy.
maybe like 15. Yeah, we
OP till OD. Shout out fucking dope. I know
Yeah.
way too much about OP, but
Yeah,
we won't get into that though.
No.
Yeah, man, fucking
Trav knows that.
smoking weed is an interesting one for you gentlemen. Well, yeah, why were you drinking so early? What do you
Wasn't
say?
like-
When do you say you started drinking?
Listen, like, I think like 12 or 13, probably 12.
Okay.
We were just like at, we'd go to like, I wouldn't even call them parties, but there would just be booze there. It was like guys on a hockey team, and it was just like,
But I could see you. First time drinking at 12 was because you were just so stressed out with school. Like having like a scotch.
And a cigar, dude.
yeah, bro. I mean, like, I don't really count, like, when I was younger, like, your dad would give you a beer. My dad gave me a beer pretty young, and then, like,
yeah, that doesn't
That
count.
doesn't really count.
I mean,
I mean, like,
I probably
drinking,
did that at like
yeah.
9 or something like that.
Yeah. I don't even know how young
Yeah.
I was when that happened, but yeah.
I had, like, rum on my, like, pacifier, so it would shut me the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
What's the time at right now? What are we at?
No,
Like, we're at 47
Matt,
minutes.
Man, I feel like we're definitely like.
Let me
chilling.
take a guess though. 47 minutes.
It doesn't tell me. It just tells me
Oh.
10,000 bars.
Let's head to the Patreon. Let's head over to the Patreon.
This is the most fucking bars I think we've ever fucking written, bro. This is crazy.
Bars on bars on bars on bars.
Absolutely crazy. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Fucking love you, boys.
Yeah.
This is my family right here. These are my brothers.
This was definitely our worst episode.
What?
Yeah. I'm giving it a buck. It's my fault.
What the hell, bro?
It's my fault.
Well, let's run it back. We can't drop. Maybe we can drop this as like a Patreon exclusive. I'm like, yo, these are my brothers. I love you guys. I'm like, fuck that shit.
This is the worst
trash
episode
dog.
we've done.
Yeah, no, that
Guys
was
drinking
that,
a truly.
I don't even think I'm gonna release this fucking trash.
that was bad timing. No, I want to release it. I'll put it out. It's fun. I love doing podcasts for fun.
I was gonna say, I think I flowed pretty good today.
Yeah, no,
You know what, George? You
no.
kind of wasted your time coming
No,
here.
no, you guys did your thing. You guys did your thing. I was just like a little bit in my own world a little bit.
That's
so.
like when I record like a track and Trav's like, or like when I do a take and I'm like,
It's all right.
yeah, I'm thinking I like just did my like just killed it.
Maybe you should
like,
do it again.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So like, what warm ups are done, or I'm like, okay.
No,
I had a great time.
That's my bad. Yeah, I remember
me
paying
too,
like
man.
that.
Love you, boys.
No, you guys are pretty
Thank
terrible
you for
guests.
having me.
But
Okay, well, fuck me then, bro.
I'm just bugging.
Everybody's beefing me these days. It's crazy.
Who's beefing you?
They don't want the beef.
You got beef? Oh, you got beef everywhere.
I kind of deserved it, but
You a big fan of? You a big beef guy?
I'm the lowest. No, not a beef guy.
No, I mean like favorite meat.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Yeah, for real. Pork, chicken, or beef? What's up?
Bro, honestly,
Chicken on a go ahead.
No, you good, bro.
No, talk about your meat.
I was gonna say like underrated pick, low key, man. Pork is kind of slept on. I'd say
It is
It
slept
is,
on.
yeah.
I think it's
and
slept
especially
on,
if you
man.
cook it right.
Yeah, man.
Cook it right.
I think a good and there's so many variations of pork. I think it's low key slept on.
So choked on you for doing those surf and turf burgers without me here. Like, were they
Oh,
just
dude,
gas?
it was so good.
No, it was, and I told Austin this. I made the exact same burger the next day, and I'll tell everyone this: without the lobster, and it was better.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes people are doing too much.
That makes sense, but I'm just saying like
It was very dope, and it was very good, and I've never
for
had
the
it
one, like one time for the one time, like you
Yeah.
know, like
One time
I
for the
wouldn't
one
like
time.
every day make myself a surf and turf burger, being like, "Oh, this is super good."
yeah, that would be wild. Just like packing it for lunch. But you did like actually like the presentation was money. When I saw you fucking around with the lobster, I was like, damn, Travis.
And I hadn't done that in like 5 years. I was
like, yo, he's
I was
nice.
worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I
shit
knew
was
you were
fucking
nice, but-
good. Shit was fucking good. Man, honestly, that's like one thing is like some of the best food in my life that I've eaten has been from Travis cooking. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's a money cook.
It's absolutely crazy. It's wild.
I've been
He's
told
got
that.
a diverse skill set.
Multiple people have told me that, and that's one of my favorite compliments in the world. 'Cause,
Well, man, when we got to know each other a little bit better, and you told me more about like, because obviously we have a shared background, and like you know, I worked front of house bartending, and you worked back of house like cooking, and you were telling me, I think at the time you had gotten a new kitchen gig, like a little bit post COVID, and they kept wanting you to like move up, and I was like, oh damn, Trav's like really good in the kitchen. And then I was like, the second I gave it like a second of thought, I was like, bro, of course he is. Like all the same things that make you excellent in the studio, like your attention to detail, your obsession with like perfection, and
They're
like
all the same.
You know, and you're diligent, like all these things. I'm not trying to gas you up, but like
yeah.
it's super true.
I
you
always
know?
tell people-
your work ethic, bro, and it just mirrors one to one. I'm saying this on wax right now. 10 years from now, 12 years from now, Trav and I, and you, of course, but like we're owning a restaurant. But like, you know what I mean? Because like he actually cooks and I.
Oh no!
I think people are really liking the consistent drops. I think
Me too, bro. You're getting mad love on socials.
Yeah, no, and I've been very much appreciating it, and I think for people to take you seriously, you kind of have to be showing that you're taking it seriously. And why should anyone take you seriously if you're not taking it seriously?
100%. Yeah. Like the more, it's like self-fulfilling prophecy too, and it just makes the more sense when you're actually doing it. Like I was finding all kinds of excuses to not drop and like.
Always not make content every day you can make one piece of content minimum. And you know what? I'm actually trying to get on. Sorry, I'm not going to drag this too long. But on the weekends now, I'm trying and focus on shooting all my content. And I haven't done this for the past 2 weekends. But on the first month of the year, every weekend I shot 4 or 5 TikToks.
That's awesome.
Every single weekend, easily. And I'd shoot sometimes at one point I was shooting 3 of them in one day, and then I'd shoot 1 the next day, and then I was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Got content for the next 5 days.
Well, bro, we had such good creative habits. I was just limiting us by my reluctancy to release. Like, think about if we would have done those shoot. Remember, bro, we would shoot like we recorded. We literally, and this is factual, wrote, recorded, mixed, and mastered 50 properly done open verses, and they are all coming out. But like
they have, and they have been.
If I would have dropped those in real time, and we shot about 24 videos for them. Mm-hmm. So if I would have dropped those in real time, like who knows what would have happened. But if that's in the past, and I'm going to do that justice now. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for fucking having me, boys.
Yeah, no problem, man. I crushed this fruit. I wonder what it was at the beginning.
But you'll see a time lapse of the fruit.
No, exactly, man. I was
That's the content.
I was definitely chilling this episode, to say the least.
It's okay. I never shut the fuck up. So.
No. We'll have a different style to our next one. Mm-hmm. We'll have you back. Travis will obviously be back. Me and Travis might even do somewhere. So it's me and him talking about shit when shit's coming up. Mm-hmm. But for now, thank you, George. Thank you, George, for coming on the podcast.
Peace, man.
Thank you, Trav, for coming on the podcast and letting us use your equipment yet again. It's actually almost all Trav shit. All I got is this mic and this computer. That's all I got. Everything else is Trav's. I guess the phone is mine too.
Yeah, the phone's the most important part.
Yeah, I guess
I think
so.
it's recording, yeah.
Yeah, imagine it just wasn't recording. It's audio only, the first one. Oh man, just like they did in that. We got to show you. Oh, bro. Hold on. Okay, have a great day. Peace, everybody.